1. Tigers vs Rangers, How to Watch, Key Players and Highlights, MLB Sunday Night Baseball 2025. 2. Detroit Tigers vs Texas Rangers, Game Schedule and How to Watch. 3. Detroit Tigers vs Texas Rangers, Game 98 Preview, Second Half Showdown. 1. Tigers vs Rangers, How to Watch, Key Players and Highlights, MLB Sunday Night Baseball 2025. Baseball fans, buckle up for one of the season's most anticipated matchups, because the stakes couldn't be higher and the tension couldn't be more electric. The Detroit Tigers, led by pitching sensation Tarik Skubal, are set to clash in a high-profile battle against the 2023 World Series champion Texas Rangers under the bright lights of ESPN's Sunday Night Baseball. It's the kind of showdown that could shape both teams' season trajectories and spark plenty of heated debates among baseball diehards. But here's what might ruffle a few feathers: could this game signal a true power shift in the American League? Let's break it down. Tarik Skubal, sporting a remarkable 10-3 win-loss record and an outstanding 2.23 ERA, has anchored the Tigers' pitching staff all year. Fresh off his starring role as the starting pitcher for the AL squad in the 2025 MLB All-Star Game, Skubal looks to continue his dominant run as the Tigers aim to maintain their position as the top team in baseball at the season's midpoint. On the flip side, the Rangers are hungry and motivated. They're determined not to miss the playoffs 2 years in a row and would love nothing more than to silence Detroit's potent offense. Here's what you need to know to catch this pivotal matchup. When and where will it all go down? Circle your calendars for July 20th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, as the Texas Rangers host the Detroit Tigers at Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. To get fans primed for the action, coverage begins with Baseball Tonight, Sunday Night Countdown at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, setting the stage with pregame analysis and storylines. Wondering how to watch? Tune in to ESPN for the live broadcast, or head over to the MLB streaming hub for on-the-go viewing. For those who love diving deep into advanced stats and analytics, don't miss the StatCast edition simulcast on ESPN2, perfect for fans craving their extra layer of insight. Want more baseball coverage at your fingertips? Visit ESPN's MLB hub for the most up-to-date news, expert analysis, real-time scores, standings, and much more. Whether you're tracking trades, injuries, or playoff odds, there's something for everyone, from devoted followers to newcomers eager to learn. And here's the part that really sparks debate: is this Tigers squad destined to break out and become the new class of the league, or will the Rangers reassert their championship legacy? Which team do you think has the edge, and why? Share your thoughts below. Is there an underappreciated X factor that could swing the outcome? Let's hear your hottest takes and start the conversation, because in baseball, no opinion is too bold. 2. Detroit Tigers vs Texas Rangers, Game Schedule and How to Watch. The Detroit Tigers are set to kick off the unofficial second half of their season today, aiming to break a frustrating 4-game losing streak. This season has been nothing short of a fairy tale for the Tigers, as they not only dominate their division with an impressive 11.5-game lead but also boast the best record in all of Major League Baseball. However, the Tigers entered the All-Star break on a less-than-ideal note, having lost their final game against the Tampa Bay Rays and suffering 3 consecutive heavy defeats to the Seattle Mariners. As they prepare to bounce back after a brief period of rest, especially for the 6 players who didn't participate in the All-Star game, they are heading to Arlington, Texas, for a crucial series against the Texas Rangers. What time is the Detroit Tigers game today? Date * Friday, July 18th. Location * Globe Life Field, Arlington, Texas. First pitch * 8:05 p.m. Eastern Time. The Tigers will commence their first series after the All-Star break against the Texas Rangers with the first pitch scheduled for 8:05 p.m. at Globe Life Field, a venue that offers indoor comfort away from the sweltering heat. Detroit Tigers schedule vs Texas Rangers *. Game 1 first pitch * 8:05 p.m. Game 2 first pitch * 7:05 p.m. Game 3 first pitch * 7:10 p.m. What channel is broadcasting the Detroit Tigers vs Texas Rangers? Game 1 TV * FanDuel Sports Network Detroit. Game 2 TV * FanDuel Sports Network Detroit. Game 3 TV * ESPN. Streaming * available on Fubo, free trial. The initial 2 games of the Tigers series against the Rangers will be aired on the FanDuel Sports Network Detroit, which is the primary channel for most of their games. The series finale on Sunday will be featured on ESPN's Sunday Night Baseball, where Tarik Skubal is expected to face off against fellow ace Nathan Eovaldi. You can catch the Tigers-Rangers matchup on Fubo, free trial. For further inquiries, Andrew Buckle serves as the assistant sports editor for the Free Press. Feel free to reach out to him at abuckle@freepress.com or connect with him on X at @Andrew_Buckle. 3. Detroit Tigers vs Texas Rangers, Game 98 Preview, Second Half Showdown. Get ready for a showdown that could redefine the season. The Detroit Tigers, sitting atop Major League Baseball standings, are set to face off against the Texas Rangers this weekend. But here's where it gets controversial. Will the Tigers' dominant first-half performance continue, or will the Rangers' resilience at home spark an upset? This is the part most people miss. Despite Detroit's commanding lead, the Rangers are far from out of the fight. Welcome back, baseball fans. The Detroit Tigers, https://www.blessyouboys.com, have just enjoyed a much-needed break during the All-Star festivities, which has allowed them to recharge before diving into the second half of the season. Their next challenge takes them on the road to Arlington, Texas, where they'll take on the Texas Rangers, https://www.lonesstarball.com. Currently, the Tigers hold the best record in all of Major League Baseball, boasting a slim 1-game advantage over the Los Angeles Dodgers, https://www.truebluelaw.com. Within their American League Central Division, A.J. Hinch's squad leads by a staggering 11.5 games over the Minnesota Twins, https://www.twinkietown.com, the closest competitors. The team's run differential, a key indicator showing the margin by which they outscore opponents, remains strong at +87, the third best in the entire league, highlighting their consistent offensive and defensive prowess. On the other hand, the Texas Rangers find themselves in a different spot. Positioned third in the AL West Division, they trail the Houston Astros, https://www.crawfishboxers.com, by 8.5 games. Their run differential sits at +47, indicating solid but not dominant play. Similar to Detroit's pre-All-Star break form, the Rangers have had a mixed bag lately, going 5-5 in their most recent 10 games. This balance hints at a team that's competitive but still searching for the momentum to push them higher in the standings. Friday night's clash features the Tigers' right-hander Reese Olson taking the mound, while the Rangers will counter with lefty Patrick Corbin in an effort to defend their home field. Let's break down how these pitching matchups could influence the game. Detroit Tigers, 59-38, versus Texas Rangers, 48-49. Time, ET 8:05 p.m. Venue, Globe Life Field, Arlington, Texas. Coverage, check out Lone Star Ball, https://www.lonestarball.com, FanDuel Sports Detroit, https://geoRedirecting.com/x_sp_sp_p_w_r_blessyouboy_d_d_equal, MLB.tv, https://go.redirecting@.com/?xcus @blessyouboys.com/authors&id=66960x15165990 and URL equals https://www.mlb.com/livestreamgames/ and referrer equals nation.com and sref equals https://www.blessyouboys.com/2024/7/8/24194170/ Detroit Tigers Series Preview Cleveland Guardians Home run Montero Flaherty, and the Tigers Radio Network. http://detroit.tigers.mlb.com/det/schedule/radio affiliates.jsp. Pitching Duel Overview. Reese Olson has pitched 58 innings so far this season, showing a strikeout percentage, K%, of 22.8% and a walk percentage, BB%, of 9.1%. His fielding independent pitching, FIP, and advanced stat estimating a pitcher's effectiveness by focusing on outcomes he can control, stands at 3.20. Essentially, this indicates solid performance. Olson's wins above replacement, FWAR, a metric that sums up his total contribution to the team, sits at 1.2. Facing him is Patrick Corbin, who has thrown 93.1 innings with a K% of 18.8% and a BB% of 6.9%. Corbin's FIP is higher at 4.35, reflecting more challenges in controlling runs compared to Olson, but he still contributes positively with an FWAR of 0.9. In terms of records and earned run averages, ERA, Olson is currently 4-3 with a 2.95 ERA, demonstrating reliable form. Meanwhile, Corbin has a 6-7 record and a 4.15 ERA, pointing to some inconsistency but also potential for key moments. The Tigers' ability to maintain top-tier performance against tough opponents like the Rangers will be crucial in solidifying their bid for postseason success. But, could the Rangers' determination at home disrupt Detroit's rhythm? And given the disparity in run differentials and division leads, how much should we really read into these stats when predicting outcomes? This matchup offers more than just an exciting game. It challenges us to think about how momentum and context influence performance. Are the Rangers simply biding their time before making a late surge, or is Detroit's dominance unshakable? We are eager to hear your thoughts. Do you believe the Tigers will cruise through this weekend, or will the Rangers shock everyone? Drop your opinions and predictions in the comments. Which side do you back, and why? This might be one of those pivotal moments that define the 2024 MLB season.